Is it working? Is it working?
Mic check. Mic check. Well, you come in.
I like light bill.
Come in.
Light bill.
Morning, Ojo World. Of course, welcome to Mars versus Venus. We welcome our beautiful woman. Our blue summers.
Just the slang, bro. Just the slang, light bill.
The beautiful females of Trinidad and Tobago and Ojo World.
We are shouts out the beautiful females. Let me give you some love.
Our gladiators. We welcome our Spartans. Oh, come. When I tell you, Trini have the most good-looking men in the world. We welcome the Spartans. Woohoo! You had a woohoo for yourself too, Rody. I'm trying to tell you that. You had a woohoo.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah. Right. Of course, this is Mars versus Venus, where we bring couples closer together or we drive them further apart.
So they go apart, yes?
You got all the old snout on them.
I hate when all this call woman and snout and bird
I
and
don't know why, Rudy, and they do that.
So, you know what's a snout?
a
It's a pig nose.
Yeah, so you were telling all
it's technically a term for a gold digger.
Wow. Thanks for clearing.
No, bro.
Thanks for clearing that up. So what are some of the other terms you all use for women?
I don't use those derogatory terms towards women.
no bird.
Are you mad?
What does it
Never, bro. Never.
Any
never.
other animals?
Never.
No bird?
I've never. I don't know what the only birds I know is birds in cages.
Yeah.
That people mind.
What does this call woman?
I don't know what you all. I call queens. It's only queens I give. Queens only.
All right. I like that.
I don't know nothing about that. Speaking about that today, guys, we're talking about expectations
Expectations.
in relationships.
Not by Charles Dickens. Great Expectations? No,
Yeah.
not that Great Expectations.
And I think it's a conversation that needs to be had because the problem that we face most days in society is that a lot of people place their expectations are so high towards their significant other that when it falls short, it causes problems in
And
the
they fall hard.
relationship. They fall really hard.
Because I still call it the Cinderella syndrome, right? We're supposed to meet, from a woman's point of view, you're supposed to meet that prince. He's going to come in and sweep us.
Like, for instance,
and life is going to be perfect and we're going to live happily ever after.
like for instance, a young lady might be expecting her birthday might be coming around,
Exactly.
and she expects
Expectation.
her boyfriend, her significant other, to gift her 20 G's for her birthday, for her to look good at the gram.
In a pink box.
You understand?
With a
pink
bow.
box. Oh, do the $100 roses that they're doing now. You buy
Yes.
24 roses and you put $100 around each rose. That's one gift. That's just one.
So one rose with one.
100. That's the new trend.
Right.
And you do 24 roses. So 2400 is just the first. That's the presentation for her and her friends, for her to post, for her to blush and hold her hand. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I know
That's
Rudy will want to know if they do it with dollar bills.
That's
'cause
just the
I
beginning.
can see it red.
And then from there, it goes to opening the bag.
The bag.
And the girls who upstairs will want a Birkin, special edition.
Right.
And then the downstairs ones now who not really up in the Birkin level,
Right,
they will
right.
want something fashionable. Like right now, they'll be expecting like an iPhone 12
Oh, wow.
with a 24 gifted rose. So you're talking about a payment,
It's such a cool girl,
payout of the phone alone is going to cost you about 16,000 TT. Then the 2,400 on top of that, that's 16, 17, 18, 8,400.
But ladies, we looking for man to break up with we
That's
before the birthday.
18,400. So that's it. 20 G's is expected. But you want this from your significant other when his salary is $4,500 a month.
If your
so
birthday
that's
is
when the
August,
expectations
the man
are off.
must break up with you by June, July.
Nah.
That's what we're talking about expectations. You want a gift from someone worth 20 grand when their salary is
You were
4,500.
supposed to be saving all that time.
So in other words,
It's a whole year for the birthday to come wrong again.
right, so you're telling a young man
That's
to
sufficient
live,
time.
right, you're telling a young man now to live
I
his
can't
life in preparation for your birthday.
I cannot even
correct.
relate to
Every
this
year.
story
Correct.
right now.
So
20 grand.
every month out of my
confused.
4,500, let's do mathematics, Shodi.
Yeah, fine.
12 months, 11 months in the year to
I'm
save.
confused.
Let's do it,
Anyway.
Nikki. Come on, let's be proactive
I
here,
cannot
guys.
relate to this conversation.
Let us
that
be-
I
no, you have
expect
to.
A man.
$4,500.
I just expect the man to remember the day and you know we do
Happy
a little
birthday.
something.
Nicole,
Yeah, because you have to be real
there
too.
is 11
Where am I
months.
Happy birthday, baby.
Am
Mwah.
I in Nikki land? Am I in Nikki land? Nikki land is the land of illusion, and yes, all of us want that, and all of us want the Mercedes to pull up.
I told Nikki Land read.
Yeah, but you have to be a certain age to reveal. Right. But where you living?
11 months to prepare. Your salary is $4,500. Even if you save $1,000 a month towards her birthday, you still don't make any marker.
It's a very
still falling
unrealistic for young girls to feel that this is what.
Where those expectations came from, though? Is it a
media?
past relationship, or is it that he set that bar from the jump?
No, the expectation
Is it
comes.
that he was gifting her all the time?
No,
and she
no.
expects it now.
No, the
So
expectation
where the
comes from
expectation come
peer
from?
pressure from people you don't know.
You know me, I am a girl who
Peer pressure
believe
from people you do not know.
you could get romance out of anything.
Of course you
All
do.
right?
must know your man.
And
You
exactly.
must know where your man could reach.
That's why I always encourage men, and to push the boundaries. Everything is not especially now at COVID times. It has taught us you have to get creative. You can't go and carry her to the fanciest restaurant.
Cannot.
She can't board no helicopter to go down on a
Cannot.
private island.
Cannot.
They cannot. You have to get creative
And
now.
guys, I am here today to
and-
give you some creative ideas.
Oh wow.
Creative
I say
ideas.
the-
If you have a young lady, a friend that you know is going through thing,
Oh,
and that's
wow.
your girlfriend, and she has a nice little apartment that maybe she's there for the past 2 years, COVID thing. Think about gifting her a deep tissue clean. Go down by her 6 in the a.m. Before the sun come up.
What?
Pull a hose.
Pull a hose.
Wash her windows.
Wow. Wow.
All the seam of the windows. People don't do that regular days. Wait till Christmas. You do that now.
That's me.
Wash her windows now. Take a cloth.
Yeah.
Take a cloth, go by the burglar proof with a
Yeah.
little
Man,
Jif.
yeah.
All you know, Jif. Take Jif, put it on your cloth, and start to clean the burglar proof creasings. That is what you need to do.
What deep tissue man calling she?
You understand? And Nicola's got a call from her deep tissue man. So you have to clean the windows first at 6, between 6 and 8,
Right.
so that before the sun come up, and then go inside.
Yeah.
Clean out.
So women
Power
love
wash
things
the
like that.
yard.
Yeah.
Prune the hedge on them.
As you're doing that pasika, wash
You
up the car.
understand? These are the things a man
Under
have
wash.
to normalize. Do these things
Does
for
she
her.
live in Mayamura?
You do it there as well.
Yeah.
The mother is gonna say,
Mommy
that is
will
a
love
young
You don't like
man.
nobody, you should get shit enough.
That is a young
No,
man.
you're outside the kitchen
You
doing
outside, brother. You know,
She's
the,
still going on and expect gift, boy.
the mother have a storeroom. They would think that your father
that's-
leave
she's
before
still
for
going on
years that your
expecting.
father didn't move. You have to go and move it for mommy.
So I go back to the question which Rudy had. What is the cause of this? Where it has reached from a woman just gratitude that the man would just have a nice dinner for her, bring her roses. It reached to what you just
Right,
described.
pop in there. Let's flip
we
it real
reached it
quick
there.
to men as well. There are young girls right now bleeding themselves.
Wow, they were.
Taking
Yep.
loan from the credit union.
Yep.
Which credit check you?
Because they need to give this man, when he pulls up by them for his birthday, a box with a PS5.
You pulling out your little units from
Oh,
your
long
trust.
Jerry, and you know
A
Christmas
box
from
with
the
a
corner.
PS5.
And you know Christmas,
You're not even supposed to be touching the US account here, there, girl. What you doing?
right? And then
Yeah,
Jerry
it might-
birthday is Christmas Eve.
It might be easy to say
Around
for
this
you,
time.
pro, because your girlfriend have money. That is just 5,000. So that's how you get one. But understand.
Yeah, PS5?
But
How
understand
much
this.
for PS5?
He says 6,500. For you,
Talk
it
to
might.
me US, man. I don't shop here. Well, talk to me US. 5 and 600 US.
But understand, it might sound like
Yeah, no
nothing.
PS5 for you.
It
play
might
that.
look like nothing to some. But a young lady, Nicole, who has like let's say a single mother, who fell in love with a young man and is really liking on this young
No, if
man.
you bring children in it, I have a
How
problem.
is she expected to gift you a
He's
gift
like,
for
no.
$7,000?
No, that is stupidness.
How?
We cannot have that. I don't even know why we're going on this road.
No, you
Because
have
if
to
any
go down the
single
road.
Mother, alright, and you have 1 or 2 children. Your children come first. No man and no PS5.
Saying she
The
dog
Coco looks is not that good.
Dog Sheen man you a PS
The
Jet.
Coco
All I do for
looks
she and
is
she
not
give you a
that
PS.
good.
Hey,
PS5.
dog. When she going out and you watching she churn and them and she buy you a PS and you be watching she ball is himself, not me and her. And from the time he in the barber shop, he gonna start
You
say she.
You see all their friends. So.
Me know part of she again.
Well,
this
right,
friend-
go
see
your
this
way.
friend here?
I want women
see
nowadays
this kind
to
of
know. Go what?
I'm a woman wrong this kind of friend. Now you know my Coco looks in with a PS5. Eh? 2 controller and 2 game I want to play.
You looking like one of them reused one. And
Wow,
they
wow,
fix it up
wow.
and pack it
Woman
up.
thing is
A
plastic.
refurbished-
I'm for refurbish
A
one.
refurbished PS and Coco looks with. Wow.
Yeah,
You really
right now you ain't
respectful
getting no refurbished PS5 or they call it no release.
No, I didn't say 5, I said a 3.
Wow. Wow.
A refurbished PS3. It had that out there, right? It still have a market for that.
Yes, best you give me a computer game, yes.
Wow.
You need to go back to one of them
See, all
little
your
one, them
friends, so?
Nintendo little handheld one.
I find
one
that
line,
such
them kind of
a
friends, so now,
disrespectful
boy.
statement.
I don't know. You want to compare it to a PS5?
You go on line with the girl and you trying to convince a whole night that she man Coco looks in with a PS5.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
your
yeah.
So
unfair-
guys, we're talking expectations,
All
and it's a
unfair.
real conversation.
Books to buy, boy.
It's a real conversation because we've been looking at trends that are happening over the past, let's say the past year and a half, the new trends, what people are expecting when it comes to birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas, all of these things. Like the video we saw this week with the gift of us arranged.
Yeah.
Not only did the man gift the young lady arranged,
Lord, it was pink.
he had to
Custom made.
rent a stadium.
Stadium.
A stadia. Let's be correct. He rented a stadia, right?
He did.
Flew in a box,
No, you was right. Stadium is single. Stadium is plural.
right?
So stadium.
So
To rent a whole stadium. And I don't know chunky stadium like we
a
is.
big one, that housing 150,000 seating
Tobolon and Hazley
together,
together.
Yeah.
together as one.
All right.
Put it in the middle of the field.
In a pink box.
No, that was flying. You know. You had
Right.
to fly in that
Yeah,
ambulance.
off the tin.
You had to bring in a man like a Ben Gaia to come and build set.
You
And wrong it.
understand? And-
Put it bow.
And call Parimong for the crane.
Yes.
To get Parimong to lift the crane to set up the thing for the car to drive
Then
in.
you had to call Fire One to line
the stadium
line
outside with fireworks
for when the box drop.
for the fireworks to go up.
They have a man down in the back there with the machine waiting.
You understand? Then call a film crew to get the whole to
Yeah.
capture the whole thing on video.
Where
You watching and getting vexed with your man home?
all Jerry wanted was a good oxtail. That's what I get with a little oxtail with a little red beef.
Too easy.
You
Too
see
easy,
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
But at the end of the day, you know what it boils down to? Yes, the world has become very materialistic, right? And I guess men and women.
Men and women.
Because there was a time, it wasn't the norm for men to get gifts.
No,
It
that's
was
the thing.
It was the woman who
nah, again.
got all the gifts, and for your birthday might spend, you know,
still
something
on.
special.
a long time
But
you used to
no,
only
you
get
had
a gift when a man do something wrong. That changed.
True.
Long time when you see a man get catching a wrong stand
True.
up, he have to spend cream. We've all been there. You buy exorbitant gifts when you did something wrong. That was the trend. You do something stupid, you run by the jewelry store, brother. You
Yeah.
take
True,
out, you
true.
spend your cream.
Well, they say
I know I
Kobe's the
have
man.
Kobe's who start that
Who
nonsense.
started that?
Kobe gave a pink diamond, bro, and
Yeah,
put
yeah.
everybody in shambles. I know I have personal friends who put themselves in shambles and had to buy vehicle. You had to go down in Shogunas
Wait,
and reason with
How
the...
do you equate a horn, though?
I mean,
For some, it could be a good corned beef and rice, baby. You know, has something to talk to you about. Yeah, boy, this corned beef and rice.
you
is
could
a
want a
brand.
Trini girl and get she come before rice. You looking for
You
that to
mad?
end up. You know, you wait for Gary and them to come in. The man who just pull the corner and
no,
to corner for the yellow.
the flip side, the
you know, the
woman
yellow
talking
corner
to
and
the
them
man.
this one. You looking for that to be a murder scene.
You know, I flip it. The woman have something to tell the man, you know, and he love she corned beef and rice.
Nah, boy.
Nah.
If a man love a woman and she has to come to break to him that
How?
she cheated on him.
Nah, you can't give me no
You
crush.
can't give me no, nah,
You can't give me
Nikki.
no crush for that.
Nah, Nikki, not for
Well, you
that.
had the PS3 before, bitch. What you want?
Wow. Nah, Nikki, you can't do me that. When a man loves a woman, it's a different thing, you know.
Look, well, you come back with the
I am
stupidness again.
telling you, women love men we know. But it don't be the same. When a man love a girl, Dre.
No, you know, it is all you mustn't get hood.
Wow.
All you mustn't get hood. Oh, God, she want me so bad. Oh, God.
Watch me. Sometimes I wish I was Bruce Lee. I could have just spin kick
That's
you.
all it is, you know.
If
Oh,
I'm
God,
a-
I get hood. Oh, God.
I say even if your woman has expectations, you have a year in which to suppress those expectations,
Wait.
right?
Say
So
that
I
again.
and you know, even
A
if a
year?
woman, you have a full year.
I think it's time.
Even if she looking forward to them things,
Uh-huh.
we have a full year to suppress it. So what I'm saying is, if she expecting certain things, you have to let her know March, June, July, August.
As I said, my
I'm
advice-
Really having this, most I could do for you is your iPhone 6. I could fix your screen.
Yeah. It have a crack, I could fix
I
that.
could fix your screen.
My
on
boy
your
by
phone for sure.
Bagalito, by Bagalito, Jesus.
Understand?
Jesus and I mean Bagalito
Can't
can
get on your
handle
phone.
it.
You
You
can't get on
see,
your phone.
I don't. You see, I Nikki don't represent those kind of women. I out here representing the strong women. Say, babes, I got this. You know what I mean? Once we together and da, let's do something. We.
You know,
we
there's only
love-
one Nikki Crosby, right? Why you feel?
No.
Why you feel
The
there's only one
same
Nikki?
woman who does
Why
sit down
you
and
feel?
throw it back in your face 2
It's
months
have
down the road.
women out there that just not
same
don't
woman-
need a
the
big
same-
diamond ring and $1 million.
Living where? Living where?
Trinidad. Oh,
The
your
same-
world woman.
The same woman who
The
does
same Ojo woman who saying with my mask.
who just tell you them thing and then throw it back in your face and run down the road.
Wow.
That's the same woman you're
But
talking
if a
about.
woman really love you and know you and understand your situation,
Yeah.
we are not going to expect more than we should get.
And then when I say, okay, baby, well, I really appreciate your support and moving
That is
forward.
the difference between a woman who is in love with you and on the wee road versus a woman who's
as
a
we
gold
fall
digger.
out. As we fall out. Look,
And
you
if
guys
only-
did have for the iPhone 12 with your big hungry self.
Yeah.
You know what
Yep.
it is?
Yeah.
It's all your men's fault. Hear me, Bongs
What?
Mellow.
Yeah, bunks
To
low.
not have the intelligence to be able to differentiate a gold digger versus a woman who loves. So ladies get tied up with the bling and it's get
I
tied up
think-
and then
I
she
think-
weave,
Nah,
she
nah,
weave
nah,
a
nah,
web
nah.
around you and before
I think-
you know
I
it
think-
and $50,000 later all you get catch.
$50,000 later. I think every woman have a little bit of gold in them, you know.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of gold digger in them.
Okay, I will put
Because
that
no
under.
woman want a man who hungry, broken, and have nothing to offer.
Well, no, you just describe an unambitious man there for me.
No, that's not ambitious. That's
not
everybody.
that's not an
I don't know how you reach so
with
fast.
ambition.
Hold on, I don't know how you reach so far to say that unambitious. No,
Can you
Nicole.
break it down again for me? What?
Say it again.
No woman want any man who is hungry,
Unambitious.
broken,
Right.
and have nothing to
And
offer.
have none to offer.
Unambitious. There's too much out there to offer now. Find something, my brother. And if you really love that woman and you want to go on the
So that is you
with
checking
her,
for me.
No,
That you
we-
saying, nah, baby, it's all right. I'll go wait until they catch yourself.
Did I all?
Again,
Huh?
again, they have women that will mind man on culture. The world has changed. Once your PS5 walking and you're home and you're there doing what you have women, so we just can't put people and relationship in boxes
Would
again.
you mind a man who like to sleep on couch?
That's it. You have to give me more than that. You just can't say the man's even like, what is he doing?
Well, he's servicing you when you night come. You getting good service.
Yeah.
He could cook. He could put together a little pot,
Yeah.
and he could clean our yard.
If it's
Yeah.
one thing, you walk a yard to the walk. He
Walking.
knows
Yes.
he's there all he had, all he in and
You
then.
taking care of a man like that?
Yeah, man. If we going down, wait, listen, right? What always kind of bring down house husband and thing, and house husband now is a big part of relationships, babe. You go there and hustle, right? I go do we see about
So you
us.
you don't mind he bringing in absolutely
No,
zero finance.
I don't want no man just sit down there on a couch and doing nothing.
I did a survey how
That's
husband.
different.
So find
That
the financial
where a
aspect
man-
of it.
Yes, okay. So if I say, bam, managing director of a company,
Mm-hmm.
right? She's worked really hard. She has long hours. She batting it with, because we women have to go through things men don't have to go through it. Things and reaching them kind of positions
yeah.
too. We had to work hard. We had to be in the office late. We can't be leaving 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Them is the kind of ladies who is reach home 7:30. And you have a man say,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
what? Right? For this to work, especially if they have a children involved. Yeah, you go do your thing. There's no way I could match your kind of salary, right? By handling everything else. I dropping children, picking them up, I grocery shopping, I cooking, I'd have man doing that. And
All right,
nothing
so
wrong
let me
with
get
that.
this
know
clear
that,
now.
we
Let
know
me get
that,
this
we know
clear.
that.
So you are saying that it is okay for you to have a man who has absolutely no source of income anywhere at all.
That is between.
That is okay with you?
that is. All
All right, so when there's a situation where you're together for a little while, you know, you making your double figures and whatever, and bam, all they hit some hard times, and you both
COVID.
all sitting in the living room watching each other,
Right.
and he let you know, well, where you going and do, girl?
That is a time now where we as a couple, because we can't write this thing
because
called
I don't
Once
walk it.
Upon a Time and just have this lovely
I
thing.
enough chores to do around the house.
This is the
What you
point
going
where
and
we
do?
sit down now
My
as
working
a
stuff
couple.
and I still cleaning yard. I just want to let you know.
Saturday coming, I have to work.
COVID come and you lost, yeah, but I still working on my girl.
Wild guys just go back quick, you know?
Yeah, I still out there cleaning the yard.
And as a couple, we now have to sit down and say, okay, how do we make this work at this juncture of this relationship?
You have
But
that
we can't
skill
sit
set.
down and no, but we can't sit down and we have to stop selling that Cinderella dream to young people that everything is rosy, because they will never make the finishing line. You have to experience things like that.
I
You
go
lose
start
your
like, I go
walk.
start
let me just show.
I go
Let me
start like
just
uncomfortable.
let me just
because
show this in the pot,
I'm not
right?
accustomed seeing you at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
Get
I
to
not
work.
custom-
Get to
be
work.
home
Let me
with
show you
you
this in the
neither.
pot.
Get to
Exactly what
work,
we
Judge.
speaking here is why you see a lot of young people go through what I call the 6 months phase. Every 6 months, they have a trauma because of expectations. So they meet somebody and feel that this is it. They ride that for 6 months. But the expectation doesn't reach its pinnacle. So they leave that, they go through the trauma, then they ride for the next 6 months. And my fear is they end up at 30, 35, realizing, where's my life? They're sad. They have a million traumas. They had 10, 15 past failed relationships. Because
and that
why?
is many people's lives. Again, because of the Cinderella syndrome. The prince that we were expecting to come and save us and solve all our problems. You just never meet him. And again, that whole syndrome of what we as women expect from men
they're going
and vice versa.
They're going on customer, but the thing about it is that one of the main problems is sometimes, and I remember I kept saying it, there's a new trend amongst women. Women egos are surpassing men's own. And everybody, both men and women, at some point, need to humble boy. You need to pull back a little bit.
Nikki, on your own, I ain't minding no man, regardless. I walk in, brother. Find a job at least now, a little CPAP, something. Hi, good guys. Morning. I didn't used to have expectations, but I've noticed when you don't expect anything, they get comfortable and don't give you anything. So when I say expectations too, I mean that whatever all your wee road is, you all have to be on the wee road together.
Meaning, you run on that wee road, you really like that wee road. That wee road will come so easy, you know.
Exactly. That is why we do the show every Friday. So to know that when you run into a big problem, say, Nikki and them, they talk about that, boy, and da-da-da. So we could talk.
What's that? Come and dig up that wee road too much, girl.
You had a talk in relationships that's not going to be perfect. There's no way. And if we go down that road of material things, of wanting everything fixed now, we'll have no relationships. Everybody just doing what they want then, or do what they want. They don't appreciate a strong woman. Let's say Kurt.
Good morning, all them one of the outside who have expectation. I want to tell you, all you need to expect to do all your part in a relationship as well. That's all I want to say.
Nikki, me saying that, after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, when I drop the ball, first thing we be saying is, oh God, he just want to ride me. He gonna look for a walk, eh? You understand what I'm saying? Me said the woman over that, triangle. One.
You see, if you have that kind of relationship and it's flipped, it mustn't reach to that where a woman saying with feeling like you're just wasting your time. Then we go into the next step of the relationship. You're not doing what you were supposed to do.
Nikki, it has reached to that just so. A woman just wake up one morning and just watch you and start to say, me no wife for myself and you for. You getting nervous? It is reached to just so.
Like Adam, men failing to manage women correctly creates an aspect of hell on earth.
What? What is this?
That kind of rooster mentality.
Wait. They're blaming Adam didn't know how to manage Eve.
Because Adam was running the garden for real. Wow. You understand? And then Eve just come along. The man tell you. The man tell me.
I got that out my throat.
Eve. The man said, "Oh, pick from there, girl." Eve. You ain't even here 3 days here, girl. The man said, don't pick from there.
All right.
Why I shouldn't pick from here?
And then on top of picking from there, you end up in a situation where she telling you, take this time.
Something. You know what I want to taste like?
And you bite it.
Good morning, breakfast party. This is Lyndon. Unrealistic expectations of 2020, 2021, and beyond because of how social media is pushing this. You must outdo the last person's birthday party, wedding, baby shower that caused the big fire in California. Like, people just trying to one-up each other in everything, and that should not be. If my hand can only reach halfway, that's where it's got to reach. You can't want me to spend all this money on one thing, and next thing you know, we break up in a couple months. What will happen?
And you had to know your beast, because you could know somebody who's appreciative and unappreciative. If you know as he said, as Lyndon said, if you know your hand could only reach here and the person that you're sharing that space and time with in the moment
don't know that,
don't appreciate the fact that your hand could reach here and accept and appreciate the fact that, listen,
what he did
really,
for you,
what he did for you was special. He did it from the heart. That is the red flag there one time.
Yeah.
Because for the time, if I so wait, now he really didn't give you that phone. Good thing not Marlon. If Marlon could do that, that is the problem.
Morning, Nikki, Jaiga.
Morning.
Rudy. Yeah, what's going on, Nikki? I did never know you and your sister look so much alike.
Boy, come on, this is soldier, not here, not today, brother. Brother, what is this, boy? Brother, what is this?
This is the only one you looking on the Facebook, boy.
You looking on the books, brother? I really never know you and your sister look so like Solia. Where's your scene? Not here, brother. Not here.
Both of them married.
But I don't have pro. I can't take you on and pro in the back there.
Not here, brother.
He sound like he love puppies.
I really didn't know you and your sister look so alike. Solia, where's your scene, boy?
I now finish brush my teeth, but I didn't know you and your sister that look so alike, you know.
Solia, where's your rare scene, boy? No. You off, brother. You off.
Adam not managing it, but what kind of comment is that? Aqua is in the house. Yeah, they keep going back to Social Dilemma on Netflix. Explains this best. Aloha breakfast party. Nikki, since we're now living in a virtual pandemic times, how about we give these men a virtual PS5?
Wow.
That's a real.
Who is that person? Could you please block her?
This is Aloha, V from Aloha.
Come on, V.
It is Mars versus Venus. Left she alone. How about we give these men a virtual PS5? Jaiga 3 to 6 Sunday. We will be waiting. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. V.
Good morning, Nikki, Jaiga, Rudy Raw. Hey, you know why Eve really went and picked the apple? It's because two of them have a fight. And then to be spiteful, she went and eat the apple. You know how some of them when you get in a fight or argument and they might want to cook there or to wash the sour there, talking there. She went and eat the apple just for spite because two of them fight over something.
You know, every so often we have to bring poor Adam and even we Mars versus Venus.
I don't know why.
I give my wife everything. She didn't have to work, paying every bill in the house, and she still on me. So guess what? I take she back, and I take she back. And I had to find a walk. No more free time for idleness. You better get home.
We see.
I prefer like music.
Boy.
That is mad.
That
is mad.
No. Hold on.
He understood that.
It's not that he took her back. You have to read it properly. And I take she back. And I take she back. And I take she back.
And I had to find a work for she. So no more free time.
So in other words, he get 3 on before he get a job for her. You understand? Because I take her back. And I take her back.
Yeah.
And I take her. Yeah. So, bro.
That is mad.
And you are a real good employer.
Yeah.
Wow. Ojo, Nikki, Rudy, Jaiga. Yeah, man, boy, my significant other would they come up. I tell a hard time, so I buy a nice little Keskiji double one with the ice thing on top. Stick 2 nice candle in it. They will see me white linen sheet with feathers around it, 2 little champagne glass, with a nice little juice in it. But you know when the girl reach home, she asked me if my daughter here, if we playing peace set. I want to pull on my thing. She what that woman be appreciated.
Sold.
That one any session there.
Was
one wicked boy.
That one any session. Yeah.
My daughter me playing
Yeah, well,
T-set,
like
boy.
come there, I said, kiss.
Wow.
Is Lily and them party.
You see? And all you say, man, no love boy.
Cute.
Man, take it out of the goodness that he had to realize he can't afford, man. Stretch his hand and get a little
Yes,
kiss, buy a little juice. At least he prepare a little
Yeah,
area.
I like
you
the
watch him, man,
romantic.
and say, what we playing T-set? Nah, but I don't leash it. Welcome back to it. Mars versus Venus in full effect. Want to say welcome. If you're now tuning in, you're late. You'll have to catch it on YouTube. You know the drill. You know the drill. Catch it on the tubes. You understand?
All right,
catch
let's
it on
get
the
some
tubes.
more
We're
voice
talking
notes.
expectations in relationships and how crazy social media has influenced the expectations and some young, fresh relationships and what is expected and the type of gifts one is supposed to buy on occasions, the type of just the overall expectations, both on the men and women's side.
The guy has money, ambition, everything, all that except time. I think it's because people playing games now. So you want to tell well, no mind games. So when we wrote, I no mind games. So there is a lot of hurt people with their defenses all the way up and just waiting to screw over that person before they screw their move.
Patience should be dealt with at the early stages of relationships. So as time goes on, you get deeper into it, there'll be no disappointments. Like, for example, like birthdays. He or her should know, we'll let each other know, look, this is what I could afford, and I would always be able to, look, if you did it. It's simple. Started from the beginning, and who knows, relationship might just be A-okay.
I'll check it for just now.
So, boy, I tell you a big man thing. 99% of the time, the expectation is not what I expected because there was buying dreams all the time. Women and men. So it's just failure. Sometimes a woman lucky and got a good man. And at the end of the day, she reaching up to the bargain because it's better I take early retirement or unfit to work and give somebody else a chance because you're performing your duties. All of that is all kind of promises and dreams. And whenever we meet a real man, they just don't know how to appreciate it. Ojo.
Yeah.
Really? You know, sometimes we create our own monsters, huh?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, you know, you're brought up in a house with Rab, and you meet a man who not into that, don't know about that, but you, it's almost like you bring the Rab to the table because you expect it.
You're expecting them to do that.
Yeah.
My father used to do that for me. That's what your father.
Lack of communication, unrealistic. Wow.
It's not your daddy.
It's not your daddy.
Hey! But no, them kids them like them thing that the newish say, hi daddy, that's the newish thing no. I not your father. That hi daddy thing I have to change.
Is that hi papi?
I not that's it do hi daddy meaner. I is not your father.
Lack of communication, unrealistic expectations, not knowing and accepting your partner's love language, and having a huge ego can be the detriment to any relationship.
On both sides. Let's clear that up. People feel that big ego thing is only on man. Both sides. Them youngest and them no ego broader than Broadway.
And pride goes with that too. Sometimes a simple sorry could cause so much less stress, you know, just but to say that sorry, they refuse to admit that they were wrong and come and say sorry.
They say hard luck.
Yeah.
If you can't hard luck day.
If you can't stomach to say this sorry, we would just take a hard luck day.
My bad.
California my bad. California my bad.
Hard luck day. My bad.
Plenty to come on too,
Like, well, plenty words to come out, you know. They don't even want to say, so you want my bad as well? Nah.
My bad. I don't want it as well. That is how some people let's talk. My bad.
The hard luck easier. They say, hard luck there.
Hard luck there.
Hard luck there.
Wow. No, you see why you want to lick down mama after?
Hard
you break my head, you come and say, hey, hard luck day.
It was a hard luck.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
It's a hard luck day, hard luck day. I didn't know it would have turned out too. I didn't know. There's a lot of things that's a conversation we also have to have, right? That women need to understand. A man does not get up in the morning, shower, brush his waves, put on his clothes, jump in his car and leave to go and jam in.
Oh, what?
He doesn't do that. Nobody gets up in the morning. He can I'm going to jam today. I'm going to jam today.
Okay,
I'm brushing the teeth.
What happened, Jaiga?
What happened?
What happened?
You have to understand.
What had happened was?
Throughout the course of the day.
The whole day.
The day. There are different sections of the day. There is that period between 7 and 9.
Well, it's called morning, afternoon, evening. Which part is the day? You don't have to break
have to understand that sometimes a man will leave
before
home.
lunch, after lunch.
You understand? Leave his family home to head out.
Head out into the world.
Into the world. You understand? And sometimes an opportunity might come up.
Oh, okay.
And
that
him thinking, okay, if I do this, the result will be that. But it's in the betterment of the overall picture. You understand what I'm saying?
Like the world, okay.
The overall picture. Because like, for instance, a man will leave home, love his family and love everything about his family, but happen to stumble on Tasha, right? In getting with Tasha, it's only because that situation with Tasha will open a door somewhere else that will make the entire situation better.
You used to be down with that, Tasha?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
People need to understand that's how it happens sometimes.
It's like how if you jump in your car and you're driving, you don't expect to hit a pothole.
You do not.
You do not leave your home saying, I am going to drop down in a pothole today and mash up my
the other morning you wake up, right?
You see, you're watching it in a negative way. It's
No,
like
that's
you're leaving
positive.
home.
It's as
like
parallel
you're
to
leaving
what
home
he's
and
saying,
I
right?
didn't know I would I get VIP parking today.
Right.
But I got it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Didn't know.
Yeah,
Like Nico, you
whole
woke
week-
up there.
whole weekend going.
But
You
it's
woke
like
up the other
pothole.
morning,
You
right?
didn't expect to get in a pothole.
You wake up the other
Nobody
morning.
ever gets up and say, I'm
Pothole
going
just
to
mash
hit.
up your shocks though.
Well,
You
that
jump-
is my point.
You jump in the
That's why
van.
I say VIP parking.
You jump in the van and you go click, click. You didn't expect the battery to die.
No, that happened the other morning.
Exactly.
Right.
So
right.
sometimes a man leaves home not expecting to be placed in a situation. You understand?
So what you're saying is many times this is what you would call like a accident, like a run-in.
It's just
It's
more.
not- I wouldn't use the word accident.
Well, it's not accident.
No.
It's serendipity.
What
you know?
is what?
Just a
Serendipity.
Stroke, a stroke of luck, you know?
That is
It
what.
just happened, man.
That is what she did
Yeah,
say.
it
It's
just happened.
serendipity.
Because you also have to understand,
Oh, there's
Nicole,
more.
as a young man
There's
growing up,
more.
as a young man
Okay,
growing
there's
up,
more.
what women need to understand, as a young man growing up, let's say, for instance, you, between the ages of, let's say, 19 to 25, there was this particular young lady who you thought in your mind, in your wild, it come like me. They say, my crush is Hannah from Jamaica.
Right.
Let's say, for instance, in the next 2 years, I am blissfully happy.
Right.
Everything is grand in my life. I
Right.
have found the woman of my dreams.
Right.
And Hannah comes to meet with the PM in Trinidad and Tobago and have a meeting and decides to come to the Ojo World to have an interview. And when she walks up, they say, oh my God, you're a nice black man. Serendipity.
I didn't know she was blind.
You see how you say it, disrespectful as woman.
How she walk up the stairs.
I get you, right?
How she walk up the stairs.
Didn't she go with her cane and
Wow, boy. You could never give a story with you, eh?
I just asked a question. I didn't realize. So she's not.
So in a case like that,
She's not.
She blind,
I don't know. Maybe I don't follow her in Jamaica.
in a case like that,
For
who
she to
knows?
say that, she could be like a psychologically. All right, go to the story. Where you was?
Nah, I done. You chose my own thing.
Social media come like fast food. It provide plenty distractions for anybody if you're in a relationship or not. But you see, like me now, I'm a good guy. I do like myself get distracted, you know. So I don't know about anybody else. I can speak for myself, you know. Good guys out here.
All right.
But then not people know all for if it's working too much over your head and get out there, it's stay in your lane, as we always say. Jaiga? Well.
Tell all the fellas that are ready when they go in the supermarket and they see girl in this COVID time, you see a girl pushing her cart in COVID time and she have yogurt and special cheese, like three tasting cheese
You push part your cart.
and green apples. You pass her straight. What you doing talking to she? Are you mad? Are you crazy?
So
Men need to understand, learn from the grocery.
Stay
That
in
is
your
where-
lane.
Stay in your lane. When you
brother.
go,
Keep your head down
Nicole,
and push your cart.
it is COVID. It is COVID. You see I get with a
That's not
6-pack
standard
of
of living. She
you
could
see,
afford
you
that.
see I get a 6-pack of Perrier water.
But she shouldn't expect you.
You looking to go and chat up and go, hey, how you
Nah,
going?
she
Are you mad?
No.
Leave her alone, brother.
She done been maintaining her lifestyle.
You leave
so-
her alone. You try and talk to somebody who buy no Oasis, eh? It.
Morning, Ojo. Well, if it's one thing I love about my future husband is his appreciation for the little things and his understanding when we can't get what he usually gets.
Right.
But I still try to make his day special regardless. Love you, Mr. Castillo.
It's being
Still get
contented,
you.
but how a man is to be contented if he's with a woman who is not ever contented with what she has?
I would love champagne, but if we have Pedrox money, I will enjoy that Pedrox. Especially in this COVID time. Stop looking at the green grass next door. You don't know what's really happening over there.
You know what fertilizer they
Benicia.
need to keep that grass green.
Artificial thing.
Our bush must
He working here and take all them years. All them line he working away can over 66,000 volts electricity. You know he never get shock up there. You know that thing what that girl do he? Shock he?
I didn't play the top with. This was the top.
Yeah, butcher, real talk. Because here what going on, my partner who working here and take, if you was expecting after he give that girl money, whatever money he get she, if he was expecting she to go back with she ex, that is why I know any girl have to confront without her what have any acquaintance with. Anytime you have an ex, we go in my licensing office and
Salty
I
is
don't
convinced.
I don't even know why people just close the door to horn, you know. I don't care how long in a relationship, there's always a gap
for you to get butter.
Nah, it's have a period. It's have a period. It's have a period when it will never happen. It will never happen.
Where the door of
This
your
close?
expectations are you getting butters close completely?
Nah,
and
it's
locked?
not that though.
Firstly, just be,
It's not that though.
because all you're going down that road, even if you have a reason why you feel it was just for you to hone in a relationship, you open that door. Once you open that door, you can't close that door, Rudy.
All they say
The
that the
door
next thing to
has
be
been
blame people
opened.
too much for opening the door. Sometimes people don't open the door. You know, all remember it have rubbers out there. You know, it have teasers,
rubbers
Trinidad and Tobago. People just have a lot of breaking and entering.
A lot of breaking and entering.
A lot of B&Es. A lot of B&Es. Sometimes you good luck up in your place, you know, and somebody come and pickaxe handle and all kind of thing and bust a window. You be good in your place. Good.
Nikki, good morning. Just saying morning to the 96 team. Excellent job. Also, big up Euclid Ramsey from Princess Tongue, my wife, and also Princess Tongue. What is that? Methodologist school? Methodist
school. All right.
What up?
Just say Linda.
Boy, where he going? Oh, let's stop him.
Who's that?
Jaiga.
Me?
No.
Can somebody please explain to me what nonsense Jaiga talking about this early Friday morning? Jaiga, you don't have no dishes to go and wash or something?
Damn.
And this good. Can somebody please tell me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh God.
Hey,
I agree with Butcher. Taquila's about to start selling dreams at 9.
Wow.
A black swan event.
Dreams, you know?
A black swan is an unpredictable event that is beyond what is normally expected of a situation and has potentially severe consequences. Who that boy? I thought you maybe you know. Don't agree with you there. You're giving excuses to men for their inability to focus. Perfect examples of boys will be boys. Wrong philosophy. Harry out in New York City.
Ladies, I hope all you listen to that story Jaiga just give there. That example with Tasha. I hope all you listen to it carefully and hear that what he has said is that if he's referring to himself as speaking in the context of all men, now what Jaiga has said is that all men are selfish opportunists. I hope all you hear that in what Jaiga just said because Jaiga said, not me. I just listening.
Wow.
After this story, the man went home.
Exactly.
Did he go home?
Of course.
Well, okay.
Well, he like this thing, eh? Did she go home? Did he
went
go home?
Nikki, which means there's still hope there.
Wow.
And hope floats.
So
there's a lot of hope floating there.
Well, I single, so I just listening to all of us, John. What, John? You know, long as I want to do a little
John, me and you, we pine 1, 2.
Oh, Joel, we are not hard-headed people. I don't know how much time Jaiga got to say the same thing over and over. He used water, he used orange juice, he used lawnmower, pruning, he used this, he used that.
Oh, sorry.
He used this, he used that. The only thing he uses is I don't know what to say again. But how much time is the same thing? Your lane is your lane, stay in your lane. Everybody have to know their lane. You can't be running out there with your little Vivo in Mack Truck lane. Stay in your lane, so yeah.
So that's your advice to guys and
that's the best way to be happy, bro.
Stay in your lane.
That's the best way. Watch me. My problem was
There's long-term happiness you're talking about.
Yes, my eye was too long. I been honest.
And
My
Carla in
eye
Pennsylvania
was
says,
too long.
Horn is life.
My eye was too long, bro.
Horn is part of it.
Horn is life.
Because if I had stayed in my lane, Leslie Ann and me would have 4 children right now.
I see you fighting for we, man. Nikki, you go give the man a break now. The man talking truth.
If I had stayed with Leslie Ann, all know so, I have a nice 5-bedroom, my 4 children running about, enjoying themselves. I have some land that I planted. My son would have been big. All know so he driving truck coming on here. I selling all kind of produce. But no, my eye long.
Food stall.
I don't want that.
No.
I want nice thing. I want Birkin bag and Louis Vuitton.
You and Lisa romancing now. What happened? They want you to be greater.
Nah, they don't
want you to be great in the art form. You have to be great right around.
Yeah, they're fighting me right
Fight
through, boy.
it down.
My long.
Watch me that Jaiga. Like you just be reading my mind, boy. You know how long I looking for serendipity. I in a Douglas there right now. Serendipity.
Soldier.
Guys, we have so much voice notes. We can't get through. Stay in your lane. That's how we finishing off, all right?
Stay in your lane, bro. Don't let your eyes be long.
That's it, Mars versus Venus. Join us next week.
Bless.